So let us start. So why we should realize who am I? There is a great science behind the self-realization. And what is the use of it? Because we don't know our potential, what we have. We all say that we are the children of Supreme Godfather. And we all know Supreme Godfather means the highest authority with the supreme power. If we are the children of the supreme highest authority, we must have his powers. So let us see whether what we understand ourselves. Our condition is like this. You can see the picture. Cat is saying in the mirror. Actually, it is a lion, but it feels that she is a cat. Our condition is like this. We are the children of Supreme Almighty Authority, but we consider ourselves as a common human being. And we don't know actually what is the meaning of human being. So we are going to deal in detail what we are and why we have to realize ourselves. Because without self-realization, there will be no self-transformation. And self-transformation will lead to world transformation. Without self-transformation, the transformation of the world is not possible. So it is very, very necessary to realize ourselves. So first question, have you ever thought, who am I? When we ask anybody, who are you? So what they are giving introduction, this is the introduction. There somebody will say, my name is Amir Chand or Anandi Lal. If we see the characteristic of Amir Chand, name is Amir Chand, but he is actually poor. Name is Anandi Lal, but he never smiles even once in a day. So we don't carry, you can say, characteristic of our name even. And the name has been given by our parents. So we are not that name. Somebody say, I am a male or female. That is also the introduction of the gender of the body, not I. Somebody say, I am child, youth or old. That is the age of the body, not the age of I. Somebody say I am Canadian, somebody say I am Indian, somebody say I am American, somebody say European. But that is our nationality. We are not that. Somebody say I am Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. But that is our body religion, not our original religion. What you heard in the song, I am a peaceful soul. So my original religion is peace. This is our body religion, what we say. If somebody is taken a birth in Hindu family, he is known as a Hindu. If he has taken a birth in a Muslim family, he may be a Muslim. Or in Christian family, he may be a Christian. So that is our body religion, not our own religion. Somebody say I am a great man, I am religion man, but that is their social status, nothing else. What they own, they are not really they are. Somebody say I am rich or poor. Again, that is our holding, what we are holding. What is our wealth? Somebody say I am a doctor, businessman, blah blah. So that is their again profession or that is their qualification. Nothing else. They are not there. We are getting that qualification or profession after a certain age. We are not there. Somebody say I am so and so. We never say, we always say this is my hand, my foot. Even we say my body means the the person or the you can say identity which is selling that my is something different than the body. So we'll go in detail actually who am I. So what we are seeing every day in the mirror, this is the physical being. We are not only physical being. And nowadays in the world, we consider ourselves as a body. Godfather says, no, you are not only body. What is this body? Physical body is just the part. we visualize through our gross eyes. What we can see through our eyes, that is body. That is not actually what we are. And if suppose we are a body, then what is the reality of the body? Let's see. Body is made up of two parts, that is flesh and bones. If doctors take X-ray, then we can see only bones, nothing else. If doctors takes MRI or you can say CT scan, then we can say only the muscles or flesh, nothing else. So this body is made up of two things, flesh and bones. Still, body has, you can say another thing also we don't know, that is called subtle body. There are so many near-death experiences and out-of-body experiences through which science find out that there is another body which we can't see with these physical eyes. That is a subtle body. Every human being, every animals, birds, all the souls in this world have their own subtle body. How can we find out? There was one scientist, name was Kirlian, 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 and he find out the aura photography, or by his name, the name of the photography is Kirlian photography. If you put on the Google, you will find it out. So they have taken the pictures with the help of that photography, and he invented this photography in 1938. Around 2000, many scientists have made the experiment with different creatures of the animals. What they did, they put different, you can say, animals just like frog, rabbit, etc. in one glass chamber, and they burn to the ashes that body, and they find out that there is similar body is moving inside the glass chambers. So they have scientists and neurologists and psychologists, they have more curiosity that what is this, and they wanted to know about the human being. So what they did, they asked the doctors, okay, give a human being who is near to death. So they have arranged everything, and they put a human being inside the glass chamber who left the body within 5 minutes. And everybody was ready around the, you can say, glass chamber with this Kirlian photography, Kirlian cameras. And they wanted to, they were waiting to take the pictures of every, what is happening inside it. They can see that, okay, soul is, some power is coming out of the body with some kind of the shape of the same human being, but they cannot hold because human being has too much power. So break the chamber and it fly away. So they were not able to, you can say, watch the activities of the human being after leaving the body. So now they have more curiosity to find out what is happening about human being. So what they did, they used another, you can say, branch of the science that's called as a, you can say, hypnotism. There was, you can say, one research on the phobia diagnosis. So in phobia diagnosis, what they are doing, they will take the human being in a back birth. So you will ask the question, oh, what do you mean by back birth? How we know? One Dr. Brian Weiss was there. After 1980, he was a professor in Yale University. There are two universities in states. He was a professor there. By profession, he was a physician. So what he did, he experimented on 4,000, you can say, human beings, and find out that it is possible to go in the back birth with the help of hypnotism. And he experiment all these people, 4,000 people, and he recorded the history of the human being of the past. His name, name of the city, name of his family, name of his parents, all the, you can say, history sheet they have prepared, and they checked by going that places. Up to 5 birth they were able to check. They were able to take the person up to 10 birth. But if suppose they wanted to check up to 10 birth, they were not able because no proof was there around them. So they have checked up to 5 birth. People have given a proof that okay, so and so was here before so many years. And from that they have published a research paper and told that human being in the past birth was human being only. And human being comes in the cycle of birth and death. In short, they find out that what the Hindu philosophy says, that human being goes into 8.4 million species. That is not right as per their experiment. Other religion except Hinduism, they believe that there is only one birth. They also told them that it is not possible for human being to have one birth. There are many births, and they have proved with the help of hypnotism. So from this we can confirm, or we can, you can say, identify, or we can confirm that there are two bodies for each human being. One is the physical body, one is the subtle body. And we will use this, you can say, inference in our this course only, in today's, you can say, lesson only, in when we are dealing with the sanskars of the human being. So this is the whole thing what we wanted to know about out of body experience and near death experience. Now, so what we say ourselves as a human being. So two part is there. Human, that is human word came from the Latin word, that is humus. The meaning of humus is soil. Soil means this body is made up of 5 elements of the nature. Which are the 5 elements? That is earth, water, fire, space, sky, and you can say air. So these are the 5 elements from which the body is made up. And what is that being? That is, we in spiritual language we can say the soul. Science, science says that it is a consciousness, or science says it is a energy, or science says it is a third eye of wisdom. Name may be different, but both entity is same. In spiritual language we say as a soul, Soul, meaning source of unlimited light. Being a source, we are simply a point of light. That's the reason in Hinduism we are putting a, you can say, tilak, round tilak on our forehead. Why we are putting on a forehead? We are not putting tilak, or you can say point, on our leg or on our hand. Why? Because it is the seat of the soul. The soul is not sitting on the front side. Soul is sitting in the brain. We will see in the next picture. But we are not only body what we are seeing. We are not only body what we are seeing, but we have subtle body also. And with that, with subtle body, we are not only subtle body, but to carry both the bodies, there is a soul. Somebody say Ruh, somebody say soul, somebody say Atma, somebody say anything. Science says different names. What we have already told to you: energy, power, consciousness, or you can say third eye of wisdom. Same thing, everybody is referring same thing. So name is not important. Only important is that we are so powerful being, we don't know. So we'll go ahead what we are being. So where we are sitting. So now you can see this is the soul. We are putting our tilak sign on our forehead between two eyebrows. It is the seat of the soul. We will see further where exactly it is being located as what science says. So this is what we are. We are made up of two parts. One part we can see, that is our body. Another part we can't see, that is called as the soul, nothing else. So what is this body? The physical body is just like a costume. We take the birth, you can say body takes a birth through the womb of the mother. First it is a child, then adolescence, then mature, then old, again left the body, soul leaves the body, and again goes in the womb of the mother. Again you can say child, same cycle, 4 stages. Same way, what Shakespeare told. Shakespeare told, we are actors on the world drama stage. Even Godfather says also same thing. We all are actors here to play our part. It is a big drama played on this earth. So let us see what we are. We are actually a spiritual being. And this spiritual being is very important, because once this leaves the body, there is no value of body. Immediately we say either burnt it, or you can say you can bury it, as per our religion. So what is the soul? Soul is a master of all our senses. Where it sits, it is the seat what science says. Soul is sitting between the hypothalamus and pituitary glands. There is a small space is there, and science has proved that brain is working only the soul is there. When soul leaves the body, brain is already there. Initially, science was believing that brain and soul is same. Slowly and gradually, science found out that no, there are two different entities. Brain is different, soul is different, brain is different, mind is different. So, sittings, you can say space of the soul is in the brain, and it works through our brain, sitting in a very near position between two glands which are controlling the whole body, that is hypothalamus and pituitary glands. That is the exact, you can say, backside of the where we are putting a tilak between two eyebrows on our forehead. Science has proved this thing also. The science says it is a consciousness or energy or power. This is the only difference of the name. Otherwise, science accepted nowadays that some power is there which is controlling the body, which can't be seen with the physical eyes. As for example, suppose smell is coming, a rose smell is coming, we can immediately say it is a rose smell, but we cannot see that smell. Same way, wind is coming, but we cannot say the wind. We can experience the wind. Same way, we are speaking, you are listening. Why? Soul is there. If soul leaves the body, this body can't speak or listen. So it is not a matter of seeing, you can say, through these physical gross eyes. So we are a very, very point of light. We can say the very, very small, tiny point, just like you can say atom. Or in Hindi, we can say soul. What is this soul? You might have seen the mobile. In mobile, there is a SIM card. Without SIM card, this mobile cannot work. Same way, this body is a mobile. You can see the body of the child. And one there is a SIM card between the two eyes on the forehead, which is sparkling on the right hand side. What do you mean by SIM? For the SIM card of the mobile, there is specific identification number is there. Here, SIM means S means sanskars means habits, characters, virtues, so many things. We will cover today only. Second is intellect. Third is mind. So meaning of the same is sanskar, intellect and mind, which are the power of the soul. We will see further what is their sanskar, intellect and mind. So soul has three powers. One is mind power. What do you mean by mind? Mind means it always thinks. You cannot prevent the mind to think. Somebody say, no, we can control the mind. If we wanted to control the mind, it can be controlled for few seconds only, and it will jump like a spring after that. So Godfather says, never try to control your thoughts. Try to transform your thoughts from bad to good. Second power is the intellect power. Means with the power of intellect, we can judge or we can decide about everything. We'll discuss in later, just today only. And third power of the soul is intellect, sanskar power. It means we have record of everything what we are thinking and what we are doing with the help of our thoughts and intellect. So everything is being stored in the sanskar, in the soul only. These are the three capacities or three powers of the soul. They are not different than souls. Just like atom have three parts. Those who studied atom or science, they might be knowing. One is electron, proton and neutron. Same way, soul is a just like a atma. So there is very similarity between atom and atma. Only difference is that soul is a living being, eternal. It can never be destroyed, while atom can be put in a bomb and destroyed. So this is the only difference. Otherwise, both have too much power. We don't know our power. That's the reason Supreme Godfather explains us what it means. We will go one by one. First, what do you mean by mind power? So what is the mind? Mind is just like a running horse. You cannot control the thoughts. You can say suppress the thoughts. So what do you mean by thought? Thoughts means whatever we are thinking. So what kind of thoughts we have? So on an average, all human being doing the thoughts every minute about 25 to 30 thoughts. For one day, around 50,000 thoughts we are doing. And science has proved that thought is the greatest energy in this world. It travels through the environment. How it travels, we will see further with the proof. So what kind of thoughts we have? We have five kinds of thoughts. Two are elevated and positive thoughts, and science says delta and theta thoughts. Whatever into bracket, that is scientifically we have measured. Whatever on the top, that is being told by the Supreme Godfather. So similarity is there. Only difference between in common language we are telling number of thoughts per minute, while science says it is in terms of hertz per second. Because mind always thoughts, and thoughts are passes through the mind, creating the, you can say, electricity or power, which is measured in terms of hertz. If you put on the Google, you will find out the thing. Maybe some difference is there in measuring the numbers. Otherwise, they are saying the same thing. It's called as a EEC, electroencephalogram, EEG, and whatever you can say measuring the beating of the heart, that is called ECG. This is a EEG. If you put EEG on the Google, you will find all the details. But for you, we have put everything in bracket in short. So what kind of thoughts we have? Elevated and positive. Sorry, elevated and positive. Elevated are different, positive are different. Negative thoughts, that is gamma thought science says. The necessary thought science is alpha thoughts, and unnecessary or waste thought science is beta waves. So this is the only difference. Otherwise, everything is same. Just like we seen that science says consciousness. We will send you the, you can say, one of the, you can say, video which says what is consciousness. That is, you can say, spoken by Dr. Deepak Chopra, who is the famous neurologist of University of, you can say, New York Medical University. So you can see, you can go through that thing also, and they say the same thing. They say only difference between soul and consciousness is name. Almost everything is similar. So now we'll go one by one. What do you mean by these kind of thoughts? What do you mean by negative thoughts? Negative thoughts means those thoughts which are coming under the influence of envy, irritation, anger, worry, all these things which are negative things, that is called negative thoughts. And thoughts of this speed is more than 40 thoughts per minute. Science says it is gamma thoughts more than 31 hertz per second. If somebody is very angry, we can see that he is tremoring, he or she is tremoring inside, and outside voice has been changed, everything has been changed. Though two persons are opposite, they are shouting each other. Why? Because they are destabilized. If you give a, you can say, gun in their hand, they will kill each other. And somebody has a brain hemorrhage. Why? Because too much, you can say, force of negative or gamma thoughts. That's the reason doctor says brain hemorrhage. What do you mean by brain hemorrhage? Means the brain is working in such a speed and body is not able to supply the proper blood up to that level, and there is a hemorrhage, just like a brain attack. So these are the negative thoughts. In spiritual language or in scripture language, we say that any thought which are coming under five vices. What is the vices? That is lust, anger, ego, attachment, and greed. These are the five vices under which whichever the thoughts are coming, all are negative thoughts. So five are the elder brothers. Five vices. That is the main vices. What are their younger brothers? Suppose lust means too many ambitions, too many desires. It is a small brother of lust. Then anger, then irritation, disliking, hatred. That is a younger brother of anger. Then you can say attachment. Younger brother of attachment is worry, that we will not lose near one and dear one somebody. Then you can say greed. younger brother of the greed is, you can say, I have a fear that somebody will take something from me. And younger brother of ego is I and my. What we have seen, I and mine. So these are the 5 elder brothers, 5 younger brothers. That's called 10-headed Ravan. Godfather says there is nobody in this world. There is nobody in this world like a Ravan. Because if Ravan suppose was there, believe that Ravan was there must be some progeny of the Ravan. But there is not a single human being is there who has a 10 heads. Even suppose you can say child takes the birth and even a one finger is more than the 5 fingers, doctor will say it is abnormal and they will make a surgery. It means it is a symbolization of something. That is the symbolization of our, you can say, evils inside us, nothing else. There is no 10-headed Ravans. It is the badness, it is defects, it is the, you can say, vices, whatever the name has been given, but that is called negativity of the life. So from today, we have to think about ourselves where we are thinking. That's the reason there is a saying, think before even you think. Why people are saying that? Because we have to observe our thoughts, where our thoughts is going. Why? Because we are, you can say, expenses, or we are losing our maximum energy in negative thoughts. So we are not doing for anybody else. We are doing for ourselves only, to conserve our energy. And we might have heard, everybody might have heard that yogis have a longer lifespan. Why? Because they are transforming their negative and waste thought to the positive and elevated thoughts. Means they are conserving their energy. And where there is a conservation of energy, naturally lifespan will be more. This is the meaning. So everything what is narrated in the scripture, they have positive aspects, but we don't know. So Godfather comes and explains each and everything. What is unnecessary or waste thoughts? The thoughts where we have no control. As for example, whatever happened in the past, we can't change it. Somebody insulted us before 20 years, but still we remember. Not only remember, when we remember that insult, we have same kind of feeling, that is same kind of hatred, same kind of anger, same kind of irritation for that person. Whatever happened is happened before 20 years, but we told that we will never forget during our whole life. What it means? We are punishing ourselves, nothing else. Because when we are thinking about that thing, that event, then what is happening? The hormones inside our body is going on, release already, and we are, you can say, reacting like whatever happening before 20 years today. So unnecessary thoughts means thoughts of the past and too much thoughts about the future. It doesn't mean that we should not plan. No, we should plan it, but not too much. Because whatever we are doing right now, that will be in future. So we have to more concentrate on the present. So we have to think what we are thinking now, whether we are living in the present or we are living in the past and future. So Godfather says, live in the present and make your future. So two kind of thoughts, that is negative and unnecessary, that you can say uses maximum of our energy. Unnecessary thoughts have a speed of about 30 to 40 thoughts per minute. Science says it is a beta waves and it is speed is 16 to 31 hertz per second. And we, science has proved that we are losing our maximum energy in these kind of thoughts. Now it is necessary thoughts. What is necessary thoughts? Every day we are waking up, we have to go for the job, we have to do all responsibility because we are living in this world. So all thoughts related to that is necessary and it is required. You can say the speed of that thoughts is, you can say 20 to 30. Science is it is alpha thought speed is 88 to 15 hertz per second. Now come to the positive thoughts. What are the positive thoughts? When we are thinking about our good points, about our virtues, that as for example, I am a peaceful soul, I am a powerful soul, I am a pure soul. What is this? All these thoughts are positive thoughts. And what is the advantage of positive thoughts? That when we are thinking positively, we are not conserving only our energy. When thoughts will go in the environment to the opposite person, he will also think in a good thing. And the environment will add the same thing what we are putting in the environment. Just for example, suppose we are putting one seed of the wheat in the land, we will get thousands of seed. Suppose we are putting one seed of apple tree, we will get the thousands of apple in return. So it is a nature. When we are putting a GIC or fixed deposit in the bank, they will give the money as an interest. Same way, when we are putting anything in the nature, they will give back us same thing what we are putting by adding something else, something more. Suppose we are putting positive thoughts, nature will add positivity in thought and it will come back to us. So when we are putting in the positive things, we are conserving our energy as well as we are getting blessing from the nature and other souls about whom we are thinking. So think always positive. What think? Quality of ourselves and quality of other souls. Then what is elevated thoughts? Oh, sorry, science says it is a theta thoughts. That is, they are measuring as a 4 to 7 hertz. And normal, you can say Godfather says the speed of the positive thoughts is less than 10 or 10 to 20, sorry. And speed of the elevated thought is, you can say less than 10. And science says it is a delta thoughts and the speed of that is less than 4 hertz per second. What is elevated thoughts? Suppose we have some habit which we don't like. As for example, smoking, drinking, whatever it may be. And we go to particular place, either we go to the temple or mosque or even church or gurudwara, wherever we believe. And we got certain environment and we decided strongly that I wanted to leave this habit, I don't like it. Because we got that kind of environment during that time. That is called elevated thoughts. Elevated thoughts means strong, determined thought by which we change our habit, means we change our sanskars. So these are the 5 kinds of thoughts, and what we have to start now, our exercise from today onwards, up till tomorrow at least, that we have to observe our thoughts, what we are thinking. If we are thinking a negative and unnecessary or waste thoughts, we have to convince our mind, or we have to explain our mind that we are losing our maximum energy, so better not to go in that directions. So we are not doing for anybody else, we will do for ourselves, and we will experiment for 24 hours till we are meeting tomorrow, that whether we observe our thought or not and what kind of thoughts we are getting. And we will, you can say, travel through 7 days, and you will find out how to convert these thoughts from negative and unnecessary thoughts to positive and elevated thoughts. That is our long journey during 7 days, but we'll cover step by step how to transform, how to get energy from the Supreme Being so that we can have more power, more energy to transform our thoughts. So this is the mind portion of the soul. This is the mind power of the soul. So what you can say thoughts are doing? Thoughts immediately converted into feelings. So sometimes we feel angry, sometimes you can say weeping somebody. What is that? That is a conversion of the thoughts in feelings. Another way of thoughts is going in emotions. Emotions means electronic motions. What we have given example to you, somebody insulted before 20 years, but just by getting that thought, we are releasing hormones in our body. Means there is an imbalance between what we are right now and what we are thinking. And this imbalance is breaks ourself. That's the reason Godfather says, always live in present. So thoughts are converted in thought, in feelings and emotions. So we have to change our thoughts, not our feelings and emotion, not our actions. We have to start by changing our thoughts only. Second portion is intellect. What intellect is doing? Intellect has 6 functions. So first function for everything, say in two, in you can say twins all the function. So in one picture we are covering two, three pictures will be there, and we are covering all the six aspects of the intellect. What is reasoning? So intellect will give reasoning. Suppose you wanted to go at some place and you find out three ways. One way is goes through one friend's house. One way go through the relative's house. One way is the shortest possible route. And then intellect finally decides, okay, I will go through this route. This is called, you can say, power of intellect, putting different reasons and decide finally what to do, what not to do. What is the second two powers of the intellect? Second two power of the intellect is speculation and understanding. What do you mean by speculation? Suppose somebody might think that corona is there, so share market is down, so I will say I should invest in the share. That's called speculation. Or somebody is, you can say, taking a lottery ticket. That is a speculation. And what is understand by that? Suppose, okay, we got the, you can say, good benefit when there was a, you can say, recession in 2008. So there is a good chance that we will benefit the same thing after so many years. So that is called understanding. So this is the work of the intellect, to speculate something and to understand. What is the other two works? Last two works, visualization, realization. What do you mean by visualization? Visualization means we are seeing through our third eye. Third eye means eye of intellect. What we are saying, suppose we are sitting here where we are listening this, you can say, class, and we are thinking about our near one and dear one who are very far away from us. They are not very near to us. Still, we can see through our third eye because we have experience of that thing. We have heard about that thing. So that is called power of visualization. Though the particular thing or person is not there, still we can see by sitting far away. And what do you mean by realization? Realization means that person or thing is not there, still we can experience it. That is called power of realization. We are using this both power in meditation in a big way. So these are the six, you can say, aspects of the intellect, what we are going to use in future. So second power of the mind is intellect. What is the third power? Third power is called a sanskar. What do you mean by sanskar? Sanskar means just like this record, the result of the repeated action. Whatever we are doing, if we are repeatedly doing same thing, that will be a habit, that will be a character, that is called sanskar. In spiritual language, we say sanskar. In common language, we say habit, adat, tev, so many things. Different language, different name, but indication toward the same thing. Suppose somebody has a no, you can say, habit of smoking. He has a 5 friends, and they let's go for smoking. His mind will put so many argument, and finally intellect will decide no, this is not good, or say okay, let us try. If we are trying for once, twice, 1,000 times, 10,000 times, million times, and then it becomes our habit, then the role of mind and intellect is gone. Simply thought will come from the sanskar, that is stored part, and we will go outside of our office, smoke, and come back and again start our work. This is called sanskar, nothing else. So, and depending on sanskar, the person is known. How? As for example, sinful souls, papatma, then you can say religious soul, then great soul, then deity souls. We are telling about the soul. Somebody may say that there is no effect on the soul, you can enjoy the life. Godfather say no. Whatever you are doing, you are carrying everything with you, not physically, but subtle things, which is called the sanskar or habit, whatever the name you should give, but soul he is carrying as a memory with that in the next birth. So what is the sanskar? What kind of sanskar are there? We have 5 kinds of sanskar, just like we have 5 kinds of thoughts. What is that sanskars? One is parental sanskars, means we are getting so many things from entering the womb of the mother till we are, you can say, further age, till we go to school, or you can say colleges, still we are getting, you can say, from our parents so many things. That is parental sanskars. So everybody has 20 to 25% parental sanskars. What is the next one? Next one is the past life sanskar. What already we have conveyed to you, that hypnotism, hypnotic regression, and you can say all they have proved that soul has a past life sanskars. But this sanskar will, you can say, come in action when we will get some stimulus. Without stimulus, this sanskar will not wake up. As for example, somebody was a chain smoker in the past. In present family, nobody is smoking. So he will not entice to anything about smoking because he cannot see as a child. But if somebody is coming in the home and he is a, you can say, smoker, when he smokes and see, immediately he will copy. What is that? His past sanskar, he is getting the stimulus to get something, and the child is not aware about the things, but he is copying down. Why? Because of past life sanskars. So that is called past life sanskar. Third kind of sanskar is God gifted sanskar. What is that? We souls all have 7 basic qualities. What is that qualities? Qualities: knowledge, then purity, then power, then happiness, peace, bliss, and divine law. These are the 7 characteristics. We will see in the next picture what is that. These are God gifted because these are the basic qualities of the soul. When we came on this earth, because we are coming in the so many birth and rebirth cycle, that also will clarify further. But we are getting all these sanskars imprinted on the soul. Basically, we have all these 7 qualities, all the souls have, that were the pure souls. And slowly and gradually, we came down in the cycle of birth and rebirth, and our sanskars has been changed. That will cover in the future lessons. What is the fourth kind of sanskar? That is called company sanskars. Once we grow up, we go to the school, college, universities, and you can say then marriage and children, so many things. All things we are getting from the company or environment, that is called company sanskars. And fifth kind of sanskar is newly created by motivation. Just we give an example that suppose somebody don't like the habit of smoking, going to particular place, getting some motivation and leave that habit within a second with only one strong determined thought, that is called newly created by motivation. And what we are supposed to do, we have to create new sanskars now, because we are used to with the negative and waste thoughts with our mind. So how to do it? As for example, suppose we gone to the school when we were a very very little child. We don't like to write the A for apple. Everybody, isn't it? Almost. But what teacher or what parents are doing? They are holding our hand and they say A for apple. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, million times, and we will be able to write A for apple. Same way, mind is my mind, means my child. So I have to train my mind by making the practice, nothing else. And practice means motivation. Motivation means you are getting some new knowledge, you are putting in practice. You are not able to do 100%. In the beginning, you will lay 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, just like we were a child and not able to write A for apple. But by practice, we were able to do this thing. So same way, we have to change our sanskars, and by practice, we can do it very easily. This is the way how to change our sanskars. Now, what is the God-gifted sanskars? God-gifted sanskar means everybody has these sanskars and everybody likes this. What are these? As for example, everybody likes the knowledge naturally, isn't it? Even a small child always to do something new thing. What is that? That is the basic characteristic of the soul. All soul has a power. Means we are running our body, we are running our family. If somebody is the head of the any office or you can say organization, he is running the organization. If somebody is a prime minister, he is running the country. And if somebody is a president of US, then he is running the world. So that power the soul has. We have unlimited power, just like master almighty authority we are, because we are the children of the almighty authority. But we forget, so God Father reminds us about our power. That is the basic quality of soul. Then third is purity. Purity means clean and clear. Clean means we should keep our body clean, our surrounding clean, our country clean, and our world clean. And pure means no mixing, means inside outside we should be the same. Whatever we are thinking, that should be in present life, not in the past or future, not about negativity. That is called pure, nothing else. Purity means this thing. Then next is, you can say, everybody like the bliss, everybody like the peace, everybody like the happiness, everybody like the love. Nobody like the opposite things of this thing. So these are the basic necessary or basic quality of the soul, which is being given by the Supreme God Father to each and every soul. Even terrorist is there, he has or she has also love. So all these quality liked by everyone. That's the reason that the basic qualities given by God to all souls, because Supreme God Father is the Father of each and every soul. We will cover about Supreme God Father tomorrow, but we are basically His children. So these are our God gifted, you can say, 7 qualities of each and every souls. For reference, what we have discussed, you can see here what Albert Einstein told: science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind. This is the wording of the Albert Einstein. We already covered that aura, Kirlian photography in 1939. Dr. Brian Weiss hypnotic regression after 1980, 4,000 cases, Columbia and Yale University. We'll give you this thing, all the, you can say, video also. Today only we'll post, you can see whenever you have a time. Then EEG, electroencephalogram, 1924, it is being researched by Hans Berger. And 1978, it was experiment on Dadi Janki, who was the head of Brahma Kumaris. You are getting this knowledge from Brahma Kumaris, not from me. Okay, so the science experimented on her in 1978. University of Texas has did this, and he was declared as the most stable mind. We don't have sufficient time, so we are not going to cover in detail, but you can go on the Google, find out. In future we will cover some part. Then what is the consciousness? Deepak Chopra. We will send you the, you can say, audio video. Then one BK movie is there. Who am I? Hindi, English, all the language almost. You can put on the Google. We will also put in English so that you can listen English, Hindi also. If you want, you can listen in Hindi also. And then if you put BK Future of Power, we will send this video also to you. You are not brain. So all these things scientifically have been proved. Now science supports spirituality fully. So it is not a blind faith, one can say. Now next, how to inculcate virtues. What is the method? So already we covered some portion, but we will cover in detail. As you think, so shall you become. This you might have heard. Why? Because we taken the example of, you can say, anything what we are putting in the nature. Nature has always, you can say, their nature has a nature to give back the same thing what we are putting in the nature. We give the example of the 1 grain of wheat, 1 seed of apple, and we will get thousands time return. Isn't it? Same way we are putting GIC, or you can say fixed deposit in the bank, we are getting some additional money. Same way, as we think, so shall we become, because everything is coming back to us. So food for life is our thoughts. Mind your thoughts. Why? Because they soon become your words. And mind your words. Why? Because they finally become your actions. And action will become habits. Let's see what is that. So mind your thoughts, since they spread all around you like a lighthouse. You might have seen the lighthouse. It shows the way to the ships and planes. So same way, our thoughts are showing the ways to opposite souls or matter. So we have to think before we think. So a thought and reap an action. because thoughts convert in words and actions. Sow an action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. And sow a character and reap a destiny. What it means? Everything is in our hand. We cannot blame anybody, any matter, or even God for whatever we are getting in our life. No, because whatever we did in the past, we are getting the same thing, and we are making our future also from present. So Godfather says, I am not free to write down your destiny. I am not free to, you can say, settle anybody's karmic accounts. No, you have to do it. Only his power or his role is to give the understanding, knowledge, and power. This is his role. His role is not, you can say, anything which is magic, or some magician is doing something. Godfather says, my role is not of that kind. My role is to transform human beings into deities, in a good, better quality human. What do you mean by deity and angel? It means we are becoming a human being with good qualities, nothing else. What is the difference between deity and ourselves, or angels and ourselves? They have also body, we also body, same height, two hands, 2 feet, same kind of face. Only difference in divine qualities. They have divine qualities, we have lost that divine qualities. That's the reason whatever we have to be, that is in our hand, and it starts from thoughts only, not anything else. So Godfather says, change your thoughts and reap your destiny. So we have to change our thoughts, nothing else. Nobody will believe in you unless you believe in yourself. Just like we saw the example of cat and lion in the beginning. So first we have to believe in ourselves that we are the master almighty authority, the children of supreme Godfather, who is the almighty authority of this world. So we have to believe in ourselves, and believing will start by changing our thoughts to change our destiny. Now second part of the lesson, from where we are coming, from where the soul has come from. There must be some place from where our souls are coming. Godfather says there are three, you can say, world in this picture particularly. So one world you can show on the round shape on the bottom side, that is called earth, or that is called corporeal world. Everything from our childhood has been fitted in our mind that apple is like this. Even small child has never seen the elephant, but it has been shown in the picture. Why? Because subconscious mind understand the language of pictures and colors. So in the school it has been fitted, and when the child sees the elephant, immediately he will say elephant. He never seen in his life, only seen in the picture. So everything is fitted in this world in our mind from our childhood self. And this is the reason this is a corporeal world where everything has a existence, means physical identity, and everything has a shape. If you go beyond this world, means beyond sun, moon, galaxy, then there is other world, that is called subtle world. Science cannot go there. Only Supreme Godfather can see that world, and he only can explain to us what is that subtle world. Subtle world has a shape, just like we have two body, subtle body and physical body. Subtle body we can't see, so subtle body is there, but there is no physical existence. We simply call it the subtle world. And beyond that, there is a third world, that is incorporeal world, which is red color, shown in the red color. Means it is the source of the power. Red means it indicates power. And it is the, you can say, place where soul and supreme soul reside there. And we all souls are coming from that space, that is called incorporeal world, supreme abode, Santi Dham, Nirvana Dham. So many names are there. Different religion, different names, different languages, different names, but same thing they are referring, and our souls are coming from the supreme abode to play our part on this earth. So these are the three worlds from where, third world, from where our soul is coming. And this is the shape of the world. This is the things where what we are referring, that is called the soul world, where Supreme Godfather and soul are residing. So now we will have a 2-minute practice about our thoughts. We are finishing our lesson, and after that only few seconds you can, because we don't have time, we are almost going to finish 1 hour. So we will, after 2 lessons we will cover within 40-45 minutes, but these 2 lessons are the basic things, so we are taking your more time. In future definitely we will restrict up to 40-45 minutes, not more than that, but these are the basic lessons. So we have to be very very sure, we must have experience, we must have a practice of this thing. So we should have at least less than a 1 minute practice. Wherever you are sitting, whatever comfort you want, no problem at all. There is no need of any asana, any pranayam, nothing. Simply you have to go through your thoughts only. We will give you a commentary. You have to think only, you don't have to speak even. You don't have to close your eyes. Suppose you wanted to close, we have no problem at all. But there is no necessity basic in this Raj Yoga. We will cover everything what is the basic necessity of Raj Yoga. No asanas, no pranayama. If you are doing, no problem at all, but it is not required at all. So we will only think, we are only changing the thought process. That is called connection with the God. That is called union with the God. That is called yoga. That is called Raj Yoga. So let us try. I am a peaceful, powerful, pure soul. I am sitting in the forehead between two eyes, between hypothalamus and pituitary gland of my brain. I am the master of this body. I am observing my thoughts. If anything I am thinking about any soul or matter, let me observe what I am thinking. By observing, I observe that my mind is not thinking anything else. It is just like mother is watching a child. I am watching my child, my mind. Just I am leaving this body, coming out of this body with my subtle body, going above about 3 feet of this physical body, and seeing my physical body. I am listening everything around me. I am observing my body. I am concentrating in my basic qualities. That is, I am a peaceful, powerful, pure soul. I am a, you can say, full of bliss, happiness, divine love. I am connecting myself from here with the Supreme Being, that is Supreme Godfather, who is also like me. I am a point of light. He is also like a source of the light or light. I am getting all his powers by sitting here. That is in my subtle body. I am spreading all his powers, all his virtues in surrounding. Now I am entering in my physical body again with the subtle body. I am taking my position in the brain again. Now I passing all these, you can say, qualities and powers in the environment, in my home, in my area, in my city, in my country, and surrounding the whole world. Everybody is getting that power of peace, power of purity, and all qualities. I am also feeling that qualities because everything is passing through me. I am getting everything from Supreme Godfather, Supreme Soul, Supreme Being, and passing in this world. All souls are my brothers. Soul brothers. Nothing else. Acha. Om Shanti. I am a peaceful soul. Now, it is an open session. If anybody wanted to ask any questions, now you can put on your speaker and you can